Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Map First Impressions video. Today we're going to take a look at Slovak Village, Rise of Industry. So, this is probably going to be my last Farm Sim 17 Map First Impressions video. I had thought that the one that I had just done a few weeks ago was going to be the last, but lo and behold, today, November 28th, two maps got updated in the Farm Sim 17 mod hub on Giant's website. Slovak Village was one, and Mercury Farms was the other. In addition to the Slovak Village update, a new version of Slovak Village was also released, the Rise of Industry version. And that's why we're going to take a look at it today. Let me read you a bit of the description. The description is quite long. We're not going to read it all, but we will read a little bit of it. Basically says, welcome to Slovak Village map. This map is fictional but based on a real-life location in Slovak Republic. Slovak Village 2 with subname Rise of Industry. Since the update 2, you will find many new ways how to play on this map. Loads of new mCompanyFactory businesses can be purchased that include quarry, concrete plant, orchard, dairy, meat factory, and more. This map includes all Farm Sim 17 features, 14 sell points, including a BGA, Hayloft, and manual milk selling. 2 train sell points, 36 fields, and lots of custom models. Forestry and missions are included. Lots of animated objects, including animal, vehicles, clouds, and more. This map does include season support, and sugarcane has been added. There is a note that if you wish to transport milk, he suggests using either the Cote pack or the Cote milk barrel, which is in the mod hub. So we're going to go ahead and leave all the DLCs checked. We're going to get rid of our helicopter, and we're going to leave the gator on for our tour. So let's go ahead and jump on in. We're going to go ahead and pull up the log also and see how the map loads up. Look at all those extra fill types. Wow. Just have to see what this map looks like. Those of you that may have watched my Slovak Village map first impressions from way back when this map was a part of the Giants mod contest, you'll know that I really did like this map. I liked all the details that it had. And one big regret that I have with Farm Sim 17 is never getting around to playing this map the way I wanted to. Sadly, I've pretty much moved on now. This is going to be my first time in Farm Sim 17 in a couple weeks, actually. And I really don't have much desire or interest at this point to go into 17. But I do know lots of folks are still playing 17. And either because they haven't purchased 19 or they just are having some issues and are waiting for some of the bugs to be worked out. So for those of you who are still playing 17, here's a possible map for you to look at. So just like the original Slovak Village, our starting point is here kind of in town. We started this on hard mode, and even on hard mode we start with $50,000. Quite impressive. We've got a jet flying overhead. Let's go ahead and take a look at the map itself. So here is the map, and I can tell you, I can already see some of the differences here. The fields look pretty much the same as the general layout, but look at all those extra icons all over the place. So we do have our standard crops on this map, including sugarcane. And we start out by owning fields 12, 13, 15, 22, 20, and field 2 up here. As the description said, there are plenty of sell points. In fact, there are 7 main sell points on this map to bring most of our crops to. And then we have several sell points that are very specific. We've got 2 train sell points. Got a sell point for wool, 2 sell points for wool, 3 sell points for wood chips. Like the barn will accept all of our silage. loose hay, straw, and grass, as well as our hay pellets and straw pellets from the Straw Harvest DLC. And then we've got what appears to be, let's see here, we've got milk. Oh, you know, I should have put in the conversion mod just for the purpose of getting these icons. Look at here, this is clearly this is clearly gold. We can mine gold here on this map. And that is going to pay us pretty good to the bank. Lots of field types here. Obviously, we've got pears, apples, peaches. I don't know what that is. Tomatoes, peppers, beef, meat, ham. We got blocks. We got lumber. We got, not really sure what those are, but most of those go to the transport company. Hopefully, we'll figure those out on our tour. Start out with a fair bit of starting equipment, and some of it has quite a bit of hours on it. So you may wish to get rid of some of this stuff pretty quick because it's not going to have a lot of value to it, and it looks like it's going to have a fair bit of operating maintenance on a daily basis. Let's go ahead and take out a loan so that we can purchase some animals on our trip. Right? And while we're at it, let's talk about animals. We have the standard sheep, pigs, and cows here on the map. And we start out with 10 cows, as well as 40,000 liters of liquid manure. And looks like we have water, straw, grass, silage and hay, and power food all in the feed troughs to start out with. So if you're playing with seasons, you've already got a little bit of a jump start with respect to being able to feed these guys before you're going to need to worry about feeding them before they die. Our silo has a capacity of 100,000 liters. So now that we have explored that part of the map, let's go to the shop. Let's get our gator here, and we'll lease that up. And let's pull up the shop. The shop is down here. Let's go ahead and hit reset and see where it goes. So the reset point is just like it was on the contest map right here in field 15. Kind of an interesting spot for the reset point, but it does give you plenty of space to reset. If you are playing with crop destruction, though, this is probably not going to be the best space for you to have your stuff reset. Let's go on up here and check out the main farm area. Zoom out a bit. Does gate auto open? No, it does not. You open it by left clicking on the trigger. And here is the main farm complex. Let's go ahead and explore this. So here we have the hay, straw, and grass sell point here on the main farm. Got our animal troughs, or our cow pasture over here. Sorry about that. We've got our water trough. Let's go ahead and check and see. We do not happen to have the what appears to be the graze mod in, but that's okay. Got our grass trough down here. And let's go ahead on up here because we will have our silage feed trough and our straw trigger right up here. This is a fairly standard Farm Sim 17 setup. We do have manual milk sale and transfer. So here is where you're going to get your milk. And then, of course, we have our animal trigger right here to buy and deliver more animals. Got the cow silage trough right here, our silage bunker. See, we get our compact trigger. And look at that, I have forgotten completely how to do these map videos because I forgot to look at our starting equipment. Let's go ahead and look at our starting equipment. Start out with the New Holland 8340 and Dutsfar AgroStar 66.61 and the Case 1455. All of these range in horsepower from 125 to 145 horsepower, so they're all fairly tight in power range. And we've got the Stoll log forks with bucket and pallet fork. We've got the New Holland 5.90 harvester with both row crop and grain headers. Got the small header trailer, pair of tippers, small cultivator, and plow. Got the Great Plains seeder and the Kunverland planter. Got the Breedle fertilized spreader and the Amazon sprayer. Got some weights, side mower, tedder, small windrower, and forage wagon. Got the in-game Flegel bale trailer and a round baler. Pickup truck, our water tank, and our power food mixer. So that is a fair bit of starting equipment. Head on up here and check everything out. Got some storage buildings up here. Tractors in here. Now, I think the original version did have gold nuggets. We'll have to see if we happen to stumble upon any gold nuggets on our tour. Got the maintenance and repair shed here. And customizing. And here we've got, I guess, our mechanic. And there we go. We do have gold nuggets here, as you can see. Got our 1455 right here, ready to be customized or worked on. Interesting enough, this large building here was set up. It's not something that we can sell because we didn't see it in our garage, right? But if you load this map into Giants Editor, this building doesn't appear. Because I was putting this map came out before Seasons came out for Farm Sim 17, and I was going to put a snow mask in here, and I was in the editor going to put a snow mask under that building, and darn it if that building did not appear in the editor. I was like, what's going on? Some more implement storage up here. Plenty of places to store your equipment here on this kind of an industrial farm. Got the huts that I can never remember the name to. More storage here. We've got a, let's see here, manure star. Interesting enough. Whole grain, water, and dry grass. Our grass goes in and manure comes out. That is rather interesting. Never saw that before. What is this? We have a fertilizer star. Manure, water, and manure. Alright, so this is probably liquid and solid manure, maybe. And we get artificial fertilizer. Very interesting. Got a seed master down here, unless it's been reconfigured to do something else. Does have a seed icon on it. So then we have the seed master. Grain and liquid fertilizer goes in and we get seed out. Got our silo here. Of course, this is from Sofnoska. We got the dump here. And we've got the fill trigger, which is actually right here. We've got a whole lot going on here. So this is where you're going to get your crop out of the silo. We've got a seed fill point here. And we've got fertilizer fill points right over here for liquid and solid. And then we also start out with a few pallets of seed and fertilizer here. Got a pallet of liquid fertilizer, 2 pallets of seed, and 2 pallets of solid fertilizer. And that, guys, is basically the main farm. pigs and the sheep are in a separate area, as are the chickens. Start this thing up and get a move on. So let's head down this way to where the pigs are. Looks like we have a pig food mixer down here. Let's put that down so we can just kind of look around. Fairly flat lands down here by the river, and then on both sides of the river, you see the land kind of swells up. Kind of a natural floodplain area. Right, so here we have the pig farm. Fairly basic little area. Got some storage down here. We've got a pig food mixer. A pig food master, which requires potatoes or sugar beets, water, and whole grain. And we get pig food. Well, whole grain. That's where this thing comes in. This is the grain master. This takes wheat or barley and corn and produces whole grain out of it. Whole grain will come out of these little bags. We have two of these machines, Grain Master 1 and Grain Master 2. And we'll take the little bags of whole grain, take them over here, and put them in over here, and then we get our pig food to come out there. Let's go over here and take a look at the pig food area, or the pig area. We've got our food trough, our water trough. Again, this is the standard in-game Farm Sim 17 pig area. Got the delivery point for our pigs. There we go. Got the manure and slurry points over here. Now, the description does say that if you have version 1.3 of Slovak Village, you will need to basically start a whole new save game because there's so much that has been changed related to the map. Here we have the straw trigger. A cool little river down here, flowing down here. Nice, tranquil. And then this is what really got me going with this map, is all this stuff is dynamic. We can pick it up and move it if we want. And it's all over the map. Stuff is. All this stuff can be picked up and manipulated. So many maps have this stuff and it is fixed. Can't move it around. But not here. We can pretty much move almost anything we want. Within reason, of course. I mean, we probably can't pick that up, but if we could, it would be an option. Alright. Let's go ahead and head this way. We've got a water fill point right there. Let's check out the price of field 26. Lots of these fields could easily be merged together. Field 26 is 8.52 hectares, $689,000 for that field. Lots of nice square fields if that's in kind of your thing. A few interesting shaped fields off there to the left if that's your kind of thing. This map would be a really fun map to use the Loco Drive mod. So we had moving trains going around the map. Of course, that is a standard feature of Farm Sim 19 at this point. Sorry about that, guys. Kind of snuck up on me. Didn't have a chance to mute the mic. So, the BGA needs to be purchased. Interesting. Let's go over here and see what it's going to take. $350,000 to purchase the BGA. Well, we don't have that kind of money to do it. We're not going to be able to jump over there and check it out because of the collision. But at any rate, there you've got the BGA. There is the train or the plane we were hearing. Let's head on down this way and we will check out the town. We've got our animal dealer coming up here. Mary's farm. We'll double back and check out the orchard. Gosh, just seeing this map gets me wanting to play it again. Alright, here we've got our animal trigger. Where is it at? Here we go. Got our animal trigger. We've got a animated cow down here. We got some sheep. Animated sheep. Do we have any animated pigs? Anybody got some animated pigs? Doesn't look like we have any animated pigs. Must have just bought them all. And let's go ahead and check out the price of field 34. 3.42 hectares, $277,000. So I remember Mary's farm. I really liked this area. It was quite dirtied and decoed up. Got a fill point for seed here. Got the dump point. Got a manure buy point where we can sell our manure. So when I say a buy point, I mean where you can sell. They will purchase your manure, not that you can buy her manure. Animated cow just wandering around here. A couple cows. Just kind of free ranging around the... whoa, let's not get you angry. Free ranging around here. We've got a fertilizer fill point. And Mary's farm will buy our chicken eggs. And if we talk Mary up well enough, she might be willing to fill up her pool so we can come over here after a nice hard day of farming. So head on over here, like I said, to check out the orchard. Orchard appears to be another area that we have to purchase. Looks like we've got 3 greenhouses with a large pallet movers. Let's see here, can we get over here? There we go. All right, the orchard takes water and empty pallets. So we will have some place to produce pallets for sure. And we get apples, pears, plums, and apricots. A nice information screen over here also. Here's our apples, pears, plums, and apricots. Here's where we drop off our empty pallets, I suppose. And it looks like this is where we put our water. Okay. What do we got over here? Got our tomato greenhouse, manure, water, and fuel. Interesting. Manure, water, pallets, or what fuel is. Get our diesel fuel, okay. for the diesel generator. And we will get chaff and tomatoes out. Then we have our greenhouse, green peppers. Same set of needs. And then we have a lettuce greenhouse. Pretty cool. And of course, we've got to buy this area. Let's take a look and see what it's going to cost us. Oops. So to buy the orchard, we need $120,000. Not too bad of an investment to get started in doing that. You will need a pretty steady supply, I think, of manure. And hopefully the fuel needs aren't too great that you're having to spend a large amount of money in diesel fuel. While we're going down this way, let's just go ahead and kind of look across the map. And one thing we're going to do before we end is we're going to take a train ride. Our train rides. Remember, right, there's more than one train. Just going to drive down here into town. Jump the railroad tracks. So we get over here and check out the dairy operation. And we have the soy milk facility that we also have to purchase. We have to purchase both of these. Soy milk is $225,000. And the dairy is $250,000. So the dairy, you need milk, empty pallets, and cardboard boxes to get your product produced at the dairy. And at the soy milk production, you need soybeans, water, cardboard boxes, and empty pallets. And you will get milk, pig food, and digestate or slurry out of there. Then we have a sell point for your milk right here next to the dairy. Very convenient. Oh, we're going to have to go around the other way. Man, I must have taken the camera collision mod out of my mod folder because I've got all that zooming going on. Here we've got a sell point. I believe this is the bakery. It is indeed the bakery. And then the milk sell point is right here around the corner. Right here is the milk sell point. Now we're coming into town. We've got our fuel station right there. Then our house is down the street here. Down the street and around the corner. Here we have the spinnery to sell our wool. In here we have our train station. This is for loading wheat, barley, maize, rape, soybean, and sunflower into the train. And if we run over here, skip between the trains. Over here we have a loading point for our root crops. So if you look here, we have now a train site loading for sugar beets, potatoes, and sugarcane. Dump it in here, and then it will obviously conveyor it up into this train for selling off at the market. Hop back over here. We can take out signs. So here we have our shop. We've got our shop trigger here, should we so wish to use that. And then our customization and sell trigger back here. Again, look, all this stuff is movable. We don't want... Actually, we don't want our propane tanks in the sun. We want them around the corner here in the shade. Right? We don't want this stuff to go boom. I'm pretty sure when you open up the map, it will be back there in the sun. If we go in here, we can see all kinds of cool little details. Stuff's all over the place. Look, we got jacks. I mean, it's just, this is why I really liked this map. It had a really good, lived-in feel. All right, let's go up here and make a right at the gas station. Got a couple more sell points. We got the meat factory and the garden center to check out, as well as the bank and foodstuffs shoot, it looks like it says. Here we have the bank. And this is where we're going to bring our gold, it appears, once we mine our fortunes. It must take a long time to get gold for it to be so valuable. Gotta go one more street over. This will take us to the meat factory, I believe. Something else I liked about this map is pretty much all the backyards had stuff going on. Either had gardens or just, general stuff in the backyards. We've got to buy the meat factory. We need pigs, empty pallets, and cardboard boxes. And at $210,000 to get in here and get into the meat packing business. Let's head on down the street this way to check out the garden center. Wait. Is that guy stopping at the intersection? What? We got lots of different traffic splines because that car in front of him turned right and then he came down that road and went straight. Got multiple overlapping traffic splines. Something else that we have on this map, I remember, is basically this border will come up, basically tell you you're on the map edge. If you get far enough away from it, it will vanish. Probably not, because we've got the gator there. When we leave, we'll see it go away. Here we've got another seed fill point. Oh. Fertilizer fill point, and then the dump for the garden center. Boom, you see that pop up and then it go away. You're at the map's boundary, now we're not. It's a pretty cool little detail. That guy is stopping for traffic. So is this guy. Look at that. It's a cool detail. Oops, let's head on up the street here. I was in the wrong spot when I was saying that we lived down the road. We actually live down the road up here. Let's say if you're exploring the map yourself, go ahead and explore the whole left side is a forest. There's all kinds of real cool things in there. At least there was in the other version. Here we have another sell point for chicken eggs. And let's see how this is labeled. This is food stuffs and then a name. And this one is labeled foodstuffs and then I guess a name. Now our truck here is where this is our starting point, which is also our chickens. Here's that cat again. Here we have our chickens. We can run around here and pick up our chicken eggs. Or do they all come up in here? Let's take a look. Yep. Lots of chicken eggs are going to be spawning in here. None out here, okay? So that's what you're going to do. You're going to come in here and get your eggs. Got nicely well-trained chickens that only lay their eggs in the building. Go ahead and just turn around here. And go further up the street. We're going to take this road down to what looks like a quarry. And a blasting area. See how much we can see into here. Not a whole lot. So, in the quarry, you can produce stone, which can be sold or produce gravel in the stone crusher. Gravel can be used in concrete plant to produce bricks, or it can be sold as well. As a side product of blasting office, there is soil in which can be found some gold. Tip it into the gold separator and you will see what you can find. Interesting. So you need stone, gravel, soil, water, fuel, dynamite, cement, and empty pallets. Here at the quarry, $450,000. See if we can kind of go around this fence and just take a look at it. Now we can go in it. Nice. This must be the gold separator, maybe? It is indeed. Soil, water, and fuel. And we get stones and gold out of here. Let's see, fuel, soil, water. Gold, little gold bits. That. Guess we can't pick those up, or maybe they're just little gold bars maybe come out of there. Blasting office. We bring dynamite and we get a heap of soil and a heap of stone to do with what we need. Stone crusher, we need to bring stone and fuel, and we get 3 types of gravel. Okay, so we must get 3, 1, 2, and 3. And the concrete plant, we bring gravel, water, cement, and empty pallets, and we get bricks. I wonder if this is really cool, and I bet you this is animated. Build the pallets out. That's pretty neat. Gosh, if I wasn't so done with 17, I would be on this map tomorrow. Might try to persuade the folks playing on my multiplayer server to maybe give this one a go. This one looks fun. Let's run over here and check out. Here's an unmarked grass field. Folks will know I got a thing for leaning trees. So that leaning tree right there is just mint. Here we have a log transfer point. And what we've got down here is a place to load wood chips on the train or unload wood chips off the train. Okay, so if we unload them off the train, you're going to come up here into trailer, I would suppose. Dump them here, they're going to load up onto train. We had a really cool house up here in the woods. Looks like we've got some horses, and a horse and a sheep just roaming around up in here. Like I said, I'd encourage you to explore this whole wooded area. I'm only coming back here because it looks like we've got a pallet and a sawmill back here. Another one of those buyable areas. They were really popular in 17. You can buy the sawmill for $175,000. You need wood, empty pallets, and boards. This particular sawmill takes wood and empty pallets and makes wood chips and boards out of it. And then this particular factory takes boards and makes empty pallets and wood chips. Well, wood and empty pallets. Boards and you make empty pallets. Alright, there's a chicken before the egg problem here, and hopefully we're going to figure out how to resolve this. Because if this needs empty pallets to make boards, and this needs boards to make empty pallets, then how do we get either of these up and running? Must be another place to make empty pallets. Or boards. Right? Am I thinking this too hard? Am I thinking through this wrong? Alright, let's head back this way. So guys, let me know in the comments, have you all played the Slovak Village from the contest map version? Or if not, are you interested now after this video of taking a look at Slovak Village Rise of Industry, or maybe the non-industried version of Slovak Village? Of course, there are two versions. One does not have all of these industry elements, and the other one obviously does. Aside from that, they are the exact same map. Let's head back up this way. And we're going to make our way up to the sheep farm. And we're going to check out the sawmill and the grain elevator, vegetable warehouse, the agribusiness, and then we're going to jump in the train. And we're going to just take a ride around the train, and then we'll call it a tour. Big old field 8. It's got nice shape to it. As does 17 back there. 17 looks rather interesting in its configuration. Like I said, if you like square fields, then you're really going to like the right side and the southern part of the map. If you like odd-shaped fields, then you're going to be more inclined to go to the left. Oh, we completely passed the sheep entrance. Let's head back over here to that. So field 2 is the grass field up here at the sheep area. We get our wool pallets right there. We can buy our sheep or deliver them here. Got our food trough and our water trough. And here we go. Let's really just take a look around real fast from here, from this perspective. Let's look our way across the map. Here we have another sell point, and we've got seed fill point over here. Oops. Fertilizer fill point, it looks like. No, I don't see any fertilizer. And we've got the sawmill down here. Typical Farm Sim 17 sawmill. We've got the log pond down here. Oh, we got a speedboat. A speedboat tearing it up. Got the log pond down here. We have the log cell trigger. And around back, we're going to have our wood chips. And we got all kinds of cool decorations around here. Just general deco and stuff. All of it is manipulatable. That is ever going to be a word. It is a word right now. Wood chips. So Wilson Food Tree Nursery down here. So you see lots of assets that are brought over from Goldcrest Valley. Really nicely done. And we're run across here. Sit to the vegetable warehouse and right agribusiness. Then we'll hop the train, fire it up, and take a quick spin around the outside of the map. Keep forgetting about the better mini map down here. I keep hitting 9, expecting for it to go away, and it just pop it back up. Got a bit of a beach down here to our left. Little play area. Here's the hotel. Fertilizer fill point. Fairly tight. Oh, that annoys me so much. Fairly tight quarters there to get in and turn around. Right agribusiness is coming up here. Right agribusiness will buy our chicken eggs as well as our crops. Boy, that annoys me so much. Over here we have a sell point for our root crop. And seed fill points. Sell point for slurry down here. And with that, let's tab around to our first train. Come on out here. Got a mod in that'll let me zoom way out, which would be really cool. This train is going to take us around the forest. Some more of those leaning trees. More of the decoration, the general deco stuff that's just peppered around the forest. Just kind of look out across the map. Try to get low enough to see, but also not flip through the trees. There's that free grass field, unmarked, unclaimed. There's more of that quarry area. sawmill over here to the right. And we're getting ready to go across the river. And here we've got one of our 2 train sell points. Right here. Got the map boundary just past that that railroad crossing. Got a that's the transfer company, I think. Sell points for various products. Back across the map. And we're coming up to our final sell point. It is the second train-only sell point. Also will allow the selling of logs off of the train if you're a player that likes to transport logs on the train. And now we're basically on our return trip down the other side of the map. Let's take a look back through here. So guys, I'm going to leave you with that. Let me know in the comments what you think of this map. Give me a like if you like the map, and give me some comments on if you're still playing Farm Sim 17, if this is a map that interests you at all. Are you into production maps? Or if you're not, you've got the non-industry version of Slovak Village you could also keep yourself occupied with. And until next time, guys, happy farming.